I think participatory budgeting is probably community empowerment at its best. It allows local residents to come along, hear from different groups about the types of projects they'd like to put into their community and vote for the ones that they want to see.
Yeah, I think this is a really good way to allocate money. I think the reasons for that is it just gives people in the area a real chance to have a say over how the money is used, but even more than the money, it lets the groups publicise what they do, the projects they have going on, to connect with each other and raise awareness of what they do for the rest of the community around them.
I think it's certainly a good way to allocate money in the community, because it's great to see people doing things in the community and taking part in the community.
Okay, today's event is about the groups or individuals in Northfield, Mastrick, Sherixley, who want money to put on a particular thing for the people in those areas. So this event is for them to present their ideas and then for local people to vote on. The ones that vote with local people have a say in, so that will determine who gets the money and who doesn't get the money.
Last project for YSYS, which is the same as today, we got funding for a cappuccino machine to set up the Lilypad cafe within the centre at Frog Hall. We also got funding for a gardening project, and we've used the funding well and planted 2,000 bulbs, which we're hoping will arrive in the spring. They're already popping up, so it's very good. And we got funding for a mural, which is excellent in the centre.
Yeah, I would say that the kids that we've been working with in Seaton Primary School, St Peter's Primary School, Woodside, we've got them to think critically, creatively, using affordable tech as well. So it gets them just thinking that it's normal, and it's quite exciting to see how they can start problem solving. So it's more than just learning to program. We're hopefully inspiring them to be creative with technology. So we think, the phrase is there's jobs in the future that haven't been invented yet. Hopefully these kids will be creative enough to create their own jobs or go into that kind of marketplace.
So the reason we are here today for the U Decide voting is in order we've made an application to get some funding to employ and train Holly in delivering community music.
Yeah, the great thing about it is already taking place in many areas in Aberdeen. I'm one of the members of the board of Further Aberdeen, and we have now allocated some of the money in areas which are not regeneration area, which is very, very good. It means that every community in Aberdeen at one point soon will be able to benefit from it, and that is what we want.
And I was going to say that I think that getting the public to vote for things that happen in their area is really, really good. It's been interesting watching over the last few years how the format's changed slightly, how the voting is long. Today it's just one little window. So it's interesting to see how they're actually developing what's best for the community. But today's been really, really busy, so it's really heartening to see that the community are engaging with this responsibility of getting stuff to happen in their community.
Well, our club hut has been as it is for 20 or 25 plus years now, and our doors are wooden to start with, so they're starting to degrade. We need to replace them. So doors are very expensive for the size of them, so we're looking for a bit more help just to enable us to do that, because we're all volunteers and self-funded to the club as well.
I think this type of project's a fantastic way for us to allocate money right into the heart of communities. It means that the local residents get the opportunity to come along, hear from the different groups about the projects they have, and actually choose which ones they'd like to see.
We are hoping to get new chairs for our common room, because the chairs that we have are 40 years old and were put in when the building was built. And we're trying to upgrade the common room as much as we can so that we can make it more friendly to the residents, because there's 144 flats in the one building.
And I think other areas around Aberdeen would probably really enjoy the prospect of deciding what happens in their local area. So events like this hopefully are inspirational for the other constituents in Aberdeen. I think it would be excellent.
We've been funding for kids to go to different places. So we've taken the kids tubing, we've taken the kids to ice skating, we've taken the kids to jumping. So basically what we're going to do is we want to apply that kids would be able to take 60 kids to Transition Extreme, take them along and look from that, pick 5 kids that show keenness and maybe wouldn't be able to have this opportunity in any other reason, take them on the journey of an annual pass where they would be given a mentor from one of our team, where they would go on a year-long trip kind of program in mentoring. We see the need of kids, we see what's happening in this community specifically, and we think that about one-on-one time with those kids could make a massive difference.
So we're bidding for to run our project Extreme Summer. So we have been running this for 4 years now. 4 years. And we come into the local skate parks in all the areas across the city, and we deliver skateboard and BMX coaching sessions, as well as fun activities, rounders, arts and crafts, different kind of sports games. We come into the local communities and we give something for the kids to kind of do, keep them busy, keep them out of trouble, and teach them new skills and kind of build their confidence and things. So our project today is to help find funding to support that.
I do think it's important for the community, and one of the things that I've loved about today is finding out about the 30 different amazing initiatives that are going on and the ideas that people have.
We think that this is actually great for us.
I think it's amazing for the community to be able to vote, and I think it makes it more real for them to be able to, so when they come to this and hear the projects, it becomes more real for them, and they're able, that's why they take more ownership of voting as well.
Yeah,
it's going to happen.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the fact that they care about what's happening in their communities and they're finding the things that suit their needs. So I think every community is different in Aberdeen. So the fact that they can find the right activities to support locally, I think is really important.
It's a good way to kind of get projects known, because a lot of projects that are here, I never even knew that they were around this area, and I live here as well. So it's a really good way to find out about projects and what they're willing to offer to you.
It's important that local people get what they want and not what somebody from, say, in the council decides that they need. So it's about what the local people want, so they will make the decisions on these things that are going on in their area.
In terms of the community votes for funding, I think is a really good way to decide. Obviously, with the pots getting smaller over the years, etc., I think it's only fair to ask the communities what they want to see and allow them to vote on the projects that they want.
It's brought us together as a group because we all work together in each project, and it's brought the community in because they're really interested. Obviously the cafe is a great bonus and everyone's well happy with the cappuccino machine.
I'd love to see more PB throughout Aberdeen. I think the council has been really good to support it as they have. A lot of the other community planning partners as well, community groups like the Community Council, different members of Fairer Aberdeen Fund, and I think in that process is the exact way to do it. It needs to have communities leading it, coming together, helping to support each other, not letting it become a competitive process but a cooperative and an empowering one for those around them.
I certainly would like to see more of the participatory budget taking place across Aberdeen in certain areas, and I'd certainly be keen to get involved.
I love this kind of idea. It's really putting the power right in people's hands. The actual community get to vote for what they want and what projects they think will have a greater impact in their community that they live in. These guys are the best place to know, so why not give them the decision?
One, it makes us more confident. Two, we do lots of events around the community as well. Yeah. We're very proud of ourselves. We're very proud of ourselves. Well, if anybody gets a chance, they should join this club because it's really good.
I'm delighted that it happened again this year, and a lot of people came and vote and came to see the supporters and the activists, all the volunteers who make Aberdeen what Aberdeen is today.
Well, I think today as a local council and the community planning partnership, we've worked hard to expand the U Decide participatory events across the city. We've had over £400,000 of money already spent and chosen by local residents, and we want to make sure we can roll that out further across the city, and events like this will help us do that.
I'd like to add thank you for coming along for today, for everyone who's here, and if there's anyone who might be seeing this video and this interview, if there's anything you'd like to learn about how we've gotten to today, some of the challenges we've encountered along the way and overcome them, always more than welcome to get in contact and let us know and see what we can do to help you out.